What's up, guys? Today I wanted to show you guys how much it would actually take to make a livable wage with Hex, or if you're going to retire off of it. So I like to start off with about 1,000,000 Hex, because I think 1,000,000 Hex is pretty achievable for everybody. It's about what, $14,000 currently. I think that most people could probably scrounge up enough money to buy 1,000,000 Hex. Now, if we're going to stake it for just 30 days, and let's say the Hex price went up to 20 cents, well, we could calculate it over here on hexcalc.net. And currently you're going to get about $1,170 a month if you just stake it for 30 days. That 1,000,000 Hex right now is currently worth $14,000. But let's say it goes up to it goes up to 20 cents. Then you can be making about $1,100. Now, let's say 40 cents. And there you go, $2,340. Now, this is all going to be depending on where you live and how much you actually need. Me and my family need about $5,000, $6,000, roughly somewhere in there to live, to have a livable wage. So I would probably do a little bit more than 1,000,000, try to get more than 1,000,000, maybe even 5,000,000 for 30 days. And we'll just take a look at 20 cents. 20 cents, 5,000,000 Hex for 30 days. Will get you about $6,000 a month. And yes, and currently, 5,000,000 is about $60,000. So it is kind of expensive. I get it. $60,000. But if you think about it, if we go up in price and everybody's expecting it, everybody wants it to go up, who knows what the price will actually do. But let's just say we go up to 20 cents. Well, your 5,000,000 Hex just staked for 30 days. You could be making almost $6,000 a month. Pretty good. And then you have $1,000,000 to sell at any point in time. Like, let's say after 30 days you're done with Hex, you're out, you think it's the top or whatever. Well, now you got $1,000,000 just sitting there, and you can sell $1,000,000. Now you're gonna have to pay taxes on everything, but yeah, I mean, $6,000. Now let's say you're a big whale and you get 10,000,000 Hex. All right, you got 10,000,000 Hex. Now let's just say you're waiting for 10 cents. 10 cents, 10,000,000 Hex staked for 30 days will get you about $6,000. So 10,000,000 is probably out of the picture for a lot of people. But, if you've been accumulating all this time, I mean, 10,000,000 Hex is $140,000 at current prices. If you caught some of the dips, you could have got it for 60,000. Well, at 10 cents, it's worth $1,000,000. Let's just say 20 cents now. 20 cents for one Hex, 10,000,000 Hex staked for 30 days. What could we get there? $11,773. That's pretty insane, right? Every month, trustless yield. You don't have to worry about if the contract's going to pay you, if somebody's in the background. No KYC, no AML. This is all trustless, decentralized finance. But let's just say you want to do a 90-day stake. You've made enough so you can do a 90-day stake with that 10,000,000 Hex. Now, this is $36,000 for 3 months, 90 days. Let's pull up the calculator and see how much that would be worth and how much you could be making a month off of that. That's about $12,153 a month, right? Now, 10,000,000 Hex right now, yes, it's worth right here. Times that by 1.4, $140,000. But if you think about it, if it goes up to 20 cents, guess what? You got $36,000 a month. It costs you $140,000, not $36,000 a month, $36,000 for 3 months, $12,000 a month. But mind you, it would take you about a year to make that up in Hex. If you're planning on selling every 3 months, it would take you nearly a year. So that's pretty cool, but let's say some of these big whales, let's just actually take, if you had 50,000 Hex, okay, you're kind of, you're just dabbling a little bit. Now you might have to stake a little bit longer, but let's just take 30 days. Okay. What is a good price that you'd have to get? I'm going to say $1 Hex, $1 Hex. Let's see what that gets you for 50,000 Hex. So 50,000 Hex right now at $1 price would get you about $300. So, let's say, $3. What's $3 at? $3 will get you about $877 a month. Okay, if you're staking that. How much does 50,000 hex cost currently? 0.014, $700. So if you actually, you know, these things are exactly why hex is so cool, because when the prices do go up, it ends up that, you know, if you're staking even for 30 days, you could be making a huge profit. Now, even let's take that million hex, stake it for 30 days, and let's just say we are doing we have $1 hex, okay? Because I think, again, 1 million hex is pretty achievable. All right, look at this, guys. $5,852 a month is what you could be getting paid. You know, this is all, it depends on the daily payout rate and everything else, T-share rate, stuff like that, which is a livable wage, in my opinion, here in the United States and most places. Maybe if you live in Southern California, it's not a livable wage. But, you know, at $1, a million hex. Let's just check out what 2 million hex looks like. $11,712 for 2 million hex, which is about $28,000 currently. So at $1 hex, we could be getting some huge payouts just for 30-day stakes. And so this is where the real genius of hex comes in, is you can stake it for longer and get a better ROI. Because currently, look at this, so you're only going to get about a 7.12. Now, let's say that you do a 365-day stake on that, 2 million hex. Let's just say a million, so we can make it a little bit easier. That million hex at $1 for 365 days is going to get you $84,094. Now, what is that a month? $84,094 divided by 12. It's about $7,000 a month, $7,007. So, you know, we can check. So it's about 8.41% APY. And reminding you that if you do it for 30 days, you're getting a 7.12. Okay, so $5,852, $1,852. We'll times that by 12, 70,000. So you're making roughly about let's see, what would we say, $84,000. So $14,000 less on that million hex if you just staked it for 365 days. So just this is what is pretty cool about hex. Like, you don't have to worry, it's actually going to get paid out, right? PX earnings are based on the daily payout of hex per T-share. So this is currently what you're getting paid out. So 7.62 PX per T-share with an inflation rate of 3.69 compounded annually. So USD earnings are based on PX token reaching a price of $1 at maturity. So obviously staking longer is going to get you more hex and more of a payout at the end of the year. Now, again, this is all in hex terms. You're going to get paid out in hex, right? So your yield is, since we're at $1, your yield is 5,852 hex off that million hex that's staked for 30 days. But since we're at $1, that's $5,852. You know, we could do this for 50 cents, and there you go, $3,000. Okay, and it's exactly the same APY and everything. So why this is cool, again, is just because this is all trustless. You don't have to worry about actually getting paid out like some of these Celsius or you know, a BitConnect type of thing, or the or an FTX, anything like that. This is all trustless. You can make more hex on your hex, and at the end of the year or at the end of the month, if you want to do monthly stakes, you could just sell down this price. Now, a million hex, again, is very achievable. $14,000 currently to get at these prices. Even let's just say what one hex, so that's about gonna get you $82 a month with $14,000, which, yes, it's not the best. I'm not saying it's, you know, $82 off a $14,000 investment. It's probably not the best, but if you're expecting it to go up and you're hoping that it'll go up like most of us do, even at 10 cents, this million hex could net you $585 worth of hex every month. You're going to get paid out $5,852, or excuse me, you're going to get 5,852 hex every month off of this 1 million. This hex per T-share is going to change depending on people emergency end stake. If more people stake, that's kind of the balancing that hex does. But currently you're getting paid at 7.627 P hex per T-share, and that's at these rates. So it's actually pretty cool, you know, and I'm hoping for, again, a dollar hex. So a dollar hex with 1 million hex is going to get you $5,852 a month. So everybody should be excited about this. I think it's one of the coolest things in Hex. I mean, it makes it so you could, I mean, let's just check out what one day looks like, right? If you wanted to stake every single day, just one day of staking, let's see how much you could get. Right, $20 a day, $19.20, okay? $19. So let's say you just take $19.20. Now you could just cash that out every single day. You put your Hex in, you stake it, you unstake it the next day, you get $19.20 worth of Hex. Now let's see what if you were to do that every single day. Now I'm not going to put in the compounding because, you know, you're going to have an extra 192 Hex every single day for 30 days. Okay, we can do that. Let's do that. So let's say 192. Okay, let's not do that. All right, $19.20 every single day for 30 days. $576. So what's the difference of that? 30 days. And this is at 10 cents again, guys. This is at 10 cents. So you're losing about $9 a day, or you're losing about $9 a month by doing this daily stake. Now, if you forget about it, you've lost that $19. So this is probably either that or by monthly. So do it, a 2 week instead, every 15 days. And there you go, $290 every 2 weeks. 24 times 2, 580. So you're losing about $5 by doing this every other week, right? If you stake it for 2 weeks, 14 days, and then you restake it for another 14 days, and then you restake it, you're losing about $5 a month. Not too bad. I like to do big numbers. So let's see what $1 hex will net you. $2,902 every 2 weeks off of your investment of 1 million hex. I think that's pretty awesome. I think it's pretty cool. But let's take out big numbers. There's some big whales out there. Let's see what a 30 million hex stake looks like at $1. Okay. It might be unattainable to some, but if you're dollar cost averaging, maybe you could get it. 30 million hex a year, 30 million hex every month will get you that at $1. Now that is pretty cool. 30 million hex currently right now, I know, again, kind of unachievable for some. Okay, $420,000. But at $1, you could be making 178,906 hex, which if it's at $1, you could be making almost $200,000 a month just off of staking for a month. That is pretty awesome. I think that's one of the coolest things about Hex. And let's even take out 365 days. Let's check out this for 365 days. $2,563,000. What is that a year? Divided by 12. You're making $213,621 a year, guys. That's freaking crazy. And that's pretty much, I think that everybody should be trying to achieve bigger amounts of Hex, just because look at how much you're making every single month, right? In Hex terms. But at $1, you can just do them. They're exactly parity, right? So it doesn't really matter. You're making 2.5 million Hex every month, which is $2.5 million. Not every month. That's every $213,000 a month. A month, guys. That's a month at $1 price point. Pretty crazy stuff. I mean, this is why Hex is cool. No KYC, no YML. It is all DeFi, decentralized finance, and it's one of the coolest things I think that Hex brings to the table. You don't have to worry about somebody pulling the levers and paying you out. Some guy behind the scenes paying you out. No, this is a trustless contract, smart contract that you don't have to worry about if it's actually going to pay you. So if you guys like this content, hit the subscribe button, hit the likes, and comment underneath about how much you guys think that you want to, how much Hex do you guys want to get to be able to be financially stable or retire. Let me know in the comments. Thanks everybody. I stream every single day, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Go ahead and come over on the streams if you guys have any questions. I'll see you guys then.